Hello, dear students. I'll be talking regarding the programs. Last time, that is the syllabus, what we see, the theory as well as a practical. It is new for you guys. That is the sixth semester, they have given the syllabus. Earlier, it was for a seventh semester. That you know, right? Same thing, the web technology with possible list of practicals. That's what I need to talk about, and I'm going to this possible list of practicals. Earlier it was a lab program. Now they have kept it as a 3:2. Means 3 theory classes will be there and 2 practical classes will be there. You have to execute these programs that will support you to understand whatever you have learned, the syntax about JavaScript, whatever you have learned in a theory. It's a practice session that we call it as. Okay, yeah, the subject code is 18CS63, as you know. Yes, coming to the first program. What is our first program? Write a JavaScript to design a simple calculator to perform the following operation: sum, product, difference, and quotient. Yes, you've already studied about a JavaScript. You know that it's a programming language, right? It's a programming language. JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language, we can say, right? So, using that particular language, you need to design a simple calculator to perform following operation. What are the operations you need to perform? Addition, product, that what? The sum, the product, multiplication, difference, right? A subtraction, difference, and the quotient, right? So this you're going to perform. This that's what they are expecting. Okay, let's go to the program. What is there in the program? Okay, so you know that you're going to start your web program with the doc type HTML, right? And that is with the Angular brace you're going to start, and here it is, that is exclamatory doc type HTML it is, right? So doc type HTML head, and there is a two section when we are writing the programs. Doc type HTML section, head section will be there, and the body section. Coming to the head tag, right? We are taking the style tag. Inside the style tag, we have taken the table TDTH. What is this TDTH? TD is a table data cells. You please write it down. It will be easy for you to understand. Whenever you open the program, it is easy. Please understand the program, then it is easy to remember. Okay, what is the table? It will create a table. Along with that, they have given TD and TH, table data, whatever the data cells is there, you're going to TD, it means table data cells. TH means table header, right? And what is that? There is a, yes, you are adding a CSS to this. You are adding a border 1 pixel solid black. What is the border you are expecting? It is not mandatory. You can give any border, but they have given, means here we have taken it as a 1 pixel and a solid black color. And the width is 33%, means the pixel again. A text align is the center. You can do it to right side, left side, that you've already practiced those things. So you can take up anything. But we have taken this, the background color is a dark gray. Yes, you can see here, this is what the syntax. Don't get confused. It is like this, right? A border color is dark gray we have taken, and the border collapse is collapse. A border collapse, you can neglect this. As I told you, it is not mandatory. The table formation, we have taken the table margin as auto, and the input, whatever you are giving, the text align, what you are giving, it should be in the right side. Again, it is not mandatory. You can give it as a text aligns right, left, center. As I have taken for the table, it is the center. The table should come into the page at the center. So we have taken the table as a center. And whatever we are mentioning inside the text, means inside the table, the text, whatever there, that should be in the right side. We have given the style, whatever we have taken, the style we are ending, the style tag. You can see here, the style tag is ending. Right. Once after that, I've taken the script. What is the script tag? Why do we use the script tag? We know that the script tag is used to embed the client side script, that is JavaScript. JavaScript, the client side scripting. The type I have used, right? You can see here, once after the style you are ending, we have taken the uh, script type. We have taken the script tag is used to embed a client-side scripting aside. What is the type? Type attribute. Why do we use the type attribute? Means whatever which will identify what language you have taken for the script coding. Means here the text is in the form of a JavaScript. As I told you, it's a programming language of the web and a popular language and all. We know about a JavaScript, so we have taken this particular language to identify what is the type we are giving this particular syntax. So a script type, the script tag is used to embed the client-side scripting. Coming to the type attribute, what it will be is the type attribute which will be used to identify the language of scripting coding, whatever we have taken. What code we have taken, what is the language we have used, JavaScript. Coming to the function calculus, calculator is the one thing we have used. You can usually use a calculator and type it. Instead of that, we have taken the user convenience, that is CALC. We have taken click ID, right? And we have gone with a variable 1, variable, the parse float. What is this parse float? Please do remember the parse float function is an inbuilt function in a JavaScript. It's already there. Inbuilt function, everybody know, right? Inbuilt function which is used to accept some of the strings, any of the strings whichever you are using to accept that particular string. And it's going to convert that particular string into a floating point number, floating point, decimal, right? The floating numbers, decimal numbers, right? What is integer? The whole number. Float means, what do? We'll use the decimal numbers, right? A parse, what it will do? The parse is an inbuilt, parse float is an inbuilt function in a JavaScript, which is used to accept whatever the string is. The string, everybody know what is a character and a string, right? The character is A, B, C, D. We call it as a character. String is a collection of character, right? Ranjita is a string, right? R is a character, A is a character, N is a character. Collection of those characters we call it as a string. So hope you know that, right? Which is that's what the parse float, which is used to accept whatever the string is there and convert into a floating point. Floating point means a decimal number. If that particular string does not contain a numerical value, or if we say that the first character of any of the string is not a number, then it will give you NaN. I'll come to that NaN part, that is not a number. It's not a number. Let's look into that. The variables, whatever we have taken, should be the document.get element by ID. We have already done a programs on this. The value 1 we have taken, the value, the variables ending here, the variable 1. Then we are going with the variable 2. The variable 2, where variable 2, the same thing, instead of value 1, we are taking value 2, the same thing. So now if the NaN means, as I told you, not a number, the value 1. Or, this symbol represents or, right? Is not a number. The value 2 is not a number. Then it will give the alert stating enter a valid number. Means it states that it is not a valid number, not a number. So you have to enter a valid number. Right? If it is a number, not a number, it will give you the alert, this one. Else if, what it will give? Click ID is, clicked ID is add. It will give you the value, the add. Right? Again, coming to the document get identity, answer whatever that you are click means you will get it in a variable 1, variable 2, whatever is there, it will give you in the form of answer, that is addition. Else if the subtraction, a same thing, else if the multiplication, or else it's a division. Only 4 they have asked and we have given only 4, right? Once after that, what is there? The function You are clearing. You want to, once there is a table, in the table I am creating addition, subtraction. If you, the value 1, value 2, I have given the value as a value as a 10, value 2 as a 20, and if I click on answer, it has, means addition, it has to give me the answer as a 30. If I give you the subtraction, value is 10 and 20, minus 10 it has to give. The multiplication is 200. Like that it has to give you the result, right? So another I'm using, that is clearing entire thing. The clearing screen, the clearing the values. So value 1, value 2, 0 I'm taking, and I'm using the script. The script I'm ending. And this script and the style I'm putting inside the head, I'm going to the body. And I'm taking the table. Now the table, whatever the column is there, how many rows it should be, what is the input I'm giving. I'm just creating the table. You know already, creating the table, it requires a table tag. And TR, what is TR? Table row. Initially you have taken the table row. Table heading, as I told you, TH is a table header. Once after using the table header, the column span. What is column span and row span? Column span and row span you've already studied and you've already worked on this. A column span, if I use a column span as a 4 and the simple calculator, initially it will come up with this, right? A 4 means the rows it will create, and inside the rows you can able to take up a 4 column, the column span, but you have taken the naming as a table header as a simple calculator as I've given here. And the next table, please look into this, understand, go back. Yes, you're, once after this TH is, you are ending this, TR also you are ending. Coming to the next table row, what is the next one? The TD, the value 1, you are taking input text and the value 1. That's what it is here. You can see here the value 1, input type, it is a type, whatever there, it should be empty. Right, that's what I have given here. You can look here, the table value 1, and after that the table data, you are the table data, whatever the TD is, table data cell, right? A table data cell you are ending, and you are taking the table data in the same row, right? In the same row table, the input type, it is equal to text. Anything, the text format you want it, and the ID is equal to value 1. What value you are taking? The value 1. Right? Then you are closing the table data and the value 2, the same way you are taking the table 2. Right? The input button, the input type is text for both value 1 and value 2. Coming to the next one, please understand, these are the buttons: addition button, subtraction button, multiplication and division. Right? The same thing we have used here. Please look here. What we have used, the table data, the input type is a button we have used. What is the value we have taken? The value is addition we have taken. And ID is means whatever we are adding. What add? ID, where it will reach you. Once after clicking here, it will go reach to this particular thing. A clicking ID, what it will give? It is equal to, double equal to means it is equal to adding that thing. What is the adding? Value is equal to value 1 and value 2. Whatever there in the value 1 and value 2, it will be added. Right? The same thing, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's look into this. The same thing we have used here. You can see here the subtraction input type button, the value multiplication, and for the division also we have done. And you are entire thing you are closing. And after that the table row, you are taking the table row. Once after the table row, the TD, again the table data you are taking, and what is that? Answer. Answer, what is the input type? It is a text. It is not a button, right? Yes, the text, and the ID is answer. And once after that it is, we have to give a decimal. And you want this to be in a 2 column. Please do understand, a table data as a column span is equal to 2. We have taken, initially we have taken it as a 4. So for this entire thing, the column span was 4 and the simple calculator was a name given. After that we have taken these two. Now we are at the last table row, we can say. Then the column 2 and the button we have used, and the clear all is the value we have taken. On click CLS. What is that? CLS, we have taken the value is equal to 0, value 2 is equal to 0. Initially we have taken where it is here, right? So you can see here the value that is CLS. Whenever you click on the CLS, it has to give this, do this particular function, whatever that inside the particular function, right? That's what we are doing here in the first program, right? All of you clear with this? If you have any doubts, please contact me.